Hello everybody, I am Dattatray representing Vedabi Global Services. Vedabi Global Services is a specialist in providing support and services in BI and EPM space. We provide pre-sale support, health checkup and optimization, installation, configuration, upgrade, migration, support and maintenance, and end-to-end implementation. So today's agenda for webinar is we will see the features that has been introduced in HFM 123, that is HFM application type, data form enhancement, data grid enhancement, editing input cells, LCM, that is lifecycle management, metadata load auditing, module configuration, POV selection, enhancement, security, access, smart view, task and data auditing, user-defined metadata attributes, and software of accessibility standards. So the first feature is the HFM application type. When you install EPM 123, then you get the two options, that is consolidation application type. Either you can select standard consolidation and the tax provisioning, which is a new feature in the HFM 123. Oracle Hyperion Tax Provision is a comprehensive global tax provisioning solution for multinational companies reporting under US GAAP or IFRS. The solution encompasses all stages of the corporate tax provision process, including tax automation, data collection, tax provision calculation, return to accrual automation, tax reporting and analysis. The Hyperion tax provision application is built using financial management, and it leverages all functionality provided with the financial management. The next feature is the data form enhancement. So new feature has been introduced for setting dimension option, favorite members, dynamic POV, member list, and on-demand rules. When you define data form, you can specify whether to show or hide dimensions in the POV, or you can specify the order in which POV dimensions are displayed. The member available for selectable POV list are now available for selection as a favorite members in the POV bar. The dynamic POV member list are now supported in the data form. You can select them to quickly populate rows and columns with valid members. If your administrator has defined dynamic POV members list for your form, the members to be displayed in the rows or columns dynamically changes based on your member you select in the POV. From the member selection dialog box, the valid dynamic POV member list for the current dimension are displayed with and POV suffix at the bottom of the dialog box. On-demand rules. Now in HFM 123, it provides the ability to run on-demand rules from data form. On-demand rules are useful when you want to run only a subset of calculation to quickly see the results in the data form. For example, when you are working in a data form that is set up to run a specific on-demand rule, you You can enter data and then run the on-demand rule to immediately see the results of the calculation. On-demand rules are created in the application rule file. The form designer includes a text box for selecting or entering valid on-demand rules that can be run from the form viewers. Now the data grid enhancement. So in this release of HFM 123, they also introduce features for setting dimension option and dynamic POV member list in the data grid. So you can set option for displaying dimensions in the data grid. You can set the order in which dimensions are displayed in the POV bar. You can also hide POV bar dimensions that you can do not use frequently, or use dimension members from the background POV that is saved and shared among modules. These options are saved when you save the data grid definition. The dynamic POV member lists are now supported in data grid also. If the administrator has defined dynamic POV member list, you can use them to quickly populate rows and columns with valid members for selected dimension. The next feature is the editing input cell. So in the HFM 123, for the data grid or data form, or manage ownership or manage submission groups, you can now edit input cell just simply single click. The single click edit mode is enabled by default. A toolbar button in these modules enables you to disable single click edit mode and use the double click method to edit cell. The next feature is the lifecycle management, that is LCM. Now for the Hyperion Financial Management artifact, the new artifact has been introduced in the HFM 123, and that is application base level data and the application module configuration. In addition, modified by and the modified date properties are now also included for all the artifacts. The next feature is the metadata load auditing. After a metadata file has been successfully loaded, you can view detailed information about the metadata changes made during the load process. For example, if an attribute was changed in the account dimension, the system displayed the old attribute and the new attribute values. You can view a report of this information from the task auditing module. The metadata load report includes changes in the member attributes, parent-child relationship, as well as addition, deletion, and rename of members. The next feature is the module configuration. Depending on your application type, you might not require all application modules. If you are the application administrator, you can select to disable specific module. For example, you could disable the journal or intercompany transaction modules for certain applications. When you disable a module, it is not displayed for any user of the application. Application module configuration information is saved as XML file. You can load and extract module configuration information from the load application element and extract application element page. The next feature is the POV selector enhancement. You can set option for displaying dimensions in the POV bar. You can display dimension along names, dimension short names, or select not to display dimension names. You can display dimension labels, description, and icons and wrap the POV. You can show, hide, or reorder dimensions. These POV bar options can be saved and applied to other modules. The next feature is security access. So in HFM 123, the user interface for security access screen has been enhanced for ease of use. You can quickly choose to view users or groups and easily move selected members between available and selected columns. The next feature is for Smart View. In Oracle Hyperion Smart View for Office, you can now control the width of the header columns in Oracle Hyperion Financial Management data forms. The next feature is task and data auditing. Users who are not administrator cannot view task and data audit screen if they have the new view task audit and view data audit security roles. They can also export but not delete task and data audit information. The next feature is user-defined metadata attributes. In metadata, the maximum limit of characters for the user-defined 1, 2, and 3 attributes has increased to 256 characters. This applies to user-defined attributes for the accounts, custom, entities, and scenario dimensions. The next feature is software accessibility standard. When you apply patches for HFM 123.100, then you get the features of software accessibility standard. This is nothing but the HFM user interface which has been tested in accordance with the software accessibility standards required by US Federal Rehabilitation Acts, that is section 508. So thanks for the participating in the webinar. We will look forward to see you again in the upcoming webinar for Vedabi Global Services. Please contact us for any query related to BI EPM space to email and mobile numbers available on the contact us slide. Have a great time.